Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Thursday, the 17th of August, and we're starting off with the S&P as usual. We're well below the 50-day moving average, 44.45. Next support area around 43.80.90, and then below that 43.10.20. Obviously, we're still hoping that this the losses will be stemmed very soon. Looking at the RSI indicator, still in the upper 30s, so that does suggest that probably 43.10.20 by the time we get down to the oversold RSI would be the destination for this market. Early and end of day close now back above the 50-day line, 43.40 or so, would delay or reverse the pullback that we've had, which obviously somebody's famously betting $1.6 billion on the downside as a big short. Moving on to the stocks, starting off with something which looks pretty encouraging at the moment. Ambipar, and the reason for saying that is that we've got a rising trend channel base that's been in place since basically the February time. Floor of the channel really near to the 200-day moving average, shown in black there, around $9.30. Above that, looking for top of the channel maybe by the end of next month, as high as $12.70. Good RSI support there, bouncing off the neutral 50 level ahead of this spike that we had yesterday, and also consolidation coming in at and above the 200-day moving average, so looking decent. Onto a stock which we did cover earlier in the summer. Obviously, it's been a rather spiky situation. The gut feeling you have on this chart in the near term is that there's a big seller there, so any rallies are sold aggressively into. But if we can break that line of resistance there from back in June, around the $8.10 area, then we could head up to the top of that rising trend channel at $12 by the end of next month. But that is quite a big if in terms of the upside. But the RSI has pushed through 50, so maybe this week will be the week when we get that break of that June resistance line. Moving on to a new name, and here we have DLocal gapping up strongly after the bear trap that we had back in May, bouncing off the, or just below the 50-day moving average, and gapping up to basically old support on the way down back in September, October time. So just below the $20 level, while we're above that $19.80 to $20 level, we get up to $27 by the end of next month as a best case scenario, though, although obviously this could be a situation which just falls back to fill the gap there around $16. So watch out that that area just under $20 holds over the near term. Another new name on a day when there aren't that many hot stocks around, but we've got Everquote, and here shares in a broadening triangle base, which is good news. They've also gapped down, bear trap gap reversal. Just need to close above basically the top of that gap there around $6, so let's call it $6.60. Above that, then there's the possibility of retesting the July resistance around $8.30 over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Big picture target up to $11 sometime later in September, October, perhaps. Moving on to a stock which I did cover quite recently, and it looks like it's on its way with I think the first time was around the time of that break of that triangle from May, breaking the 50 and 200-day moving averages around 220. Fell back a bit, but tested the 50-day line of support, and then a big rush higher above the 200-day moving average around 290, looking for up to $5 by the end of next month, and that's a very strong candle, though obviously this stock has been vulnerable to the sharp sell-offs into strength, but this time there hasn't been that. We closed on the high of the day. Another new name coming up, and here it's Ferroglobe. Nice progress within a rising trend channel base. We've had support at and above the 200-day moving average, just breaking through recent resistance around $5.40. The longer we stay above that, the greater the chance of a move up to as high as $7 at the top of a rising February trend channel by the end of next month, or hopefully even sooner after that bear trap gap reversal that we had to start the week. Decent situation looming at the moment in H&R Block. Here you can see the gap through the 200-day moving average that happened yesterday. That was around the $36 area, and above that we're looking for a progress up to the top of that rising trend channel from March, as high as $44 by the end of next month. So a nice recovery looking to take shape there. We've also looked at marker recently as well, and you'll see why from the daily chart here, bouncing basically off the 50-day moving average, rising 50-day line. Nice ricochet there. Some resistance from around the $6.10 level. Above that, we're looking for a retest of July resistance around $9.50 by the end of next month, or hopefully even sooner. Another unfamiliar name coming up in the form of Rekor Systems. Here, the shares bouncing above the rising 50-day line, so that is quite encouraging. There is a line of resistance from last month which needs to be broken, so looking for basically an end-of-day close through 280. Get an end-of-day close through the $2.80 level, then it could be up to $4 by the end of next month. Stop loss just below the 50-day line, around $2.40. On to the last two, and the first one coming up here is Rackspace Technology. Here, in a consolidation between the 50 and 200-day moving averages, we've got a rising trend channel there from back in April. Top of that channel heading for $3.60, and an end-of-day close above the 200-day line. On this occasion, $2.60 should be enough to get us there, hopefully by the end of next month. Finishing off with Tilray, which has got some speculation regarding this company. Bear Trap Island Reversal, which is a great setup. We gap through the 50-day moving average. The only hurdle at the moment really is one of the hurdles, I suppose, is the 200-day moving average at $2.70. A break of that, and we could be on our way to not only retesting recent resistance around $3, but an ultimate target here as high as $5, which is the top of that broadening triangle from back at the beginning of the year. Maybe we could see 5 by the end of next month. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.